What is up, everyone? This is Frost Shogunyan here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be discussing Yokai Watch glitches, which is only in the Model 0. So this is a different type of video. We're just going to be discussing how the glitches are caused and how you can cause them, I guess, and why they happen, and theories on why they happen. So, let's get into the video. So, the first glitch is pretty well known, I'd say. So, it's a glitch when you put a medal in and it reads some random code. That just happens because the metal ridges on the back don't go in properly, I guess. It just kind of like it misreads the metal basically because it doesn't hit one of those micro switches on the inside. Glitch number 2, the second glitch that can happen is, I guess this is kind of well known, but not the most well known. It's with the Model 0 again, obviously. The first one could happen with like any of them, but this one specifically happens with the Model 0, the Hasbro one. So I figured out that this can happen with the European Model 0s and the North American Model 0s, or, well, any Hasbro Model 0, basically, I'm pretty sure. So, basically, this is the glitch where you put in a metal, and it sometimes just says everything coded into the watch, which is very interesting, and you can get it to happen if you use any metal and you spam the switch on the side, the little lever. If you do that enough, it'll sometimes cause the watch to just do that. Another way to do that is, I'll explain it after I get to the next glitch. So, the next glitch is specifically with, I guess, Jibanyan's victory medal, but you can use any medal to cause this glitch, but basically you have to spam the switch again on the side, the lever, and sometimes it will cause the watch to just stop, and it will actually just start saying apple, cat, 1, 3, all those kind of weird things. And that is what I'm going to call a developer's mode, which is basically just like they build off of that. And those may be error codes, but I'm not sure. I haven't really, I know people think that it's like off of some other Hasbro toy or like some kid's toy, but I'm pretty sure it's just error codes and all that kind of programming stuff. So once you get it to go into this mode, going back to the other glitch where it says everything in the watch, you can use Jibanyan's victory medal that comes with the watch. You hold up the lever when you put the medal in, and it'll say cat B like 5 apple, I think is what the code was. And then it should just make a beep, and then you have to wait 40 seconds for the watch to go back to normal. But when it goes back to normal, it actually starts up by saying, oh, summoning time, and then it will go through all the tribes and then all the names and sound effects throughout the whole watch. It's pretty interesting. I haven't been able to do it with any other watch. I've done it with the English Model 0 and the Spanish one, but I have not done it with any of the like the French or Italian Model 0s yet, but I'll probably get it to work. What I find interesting is it doesn't seem to be in any of the other watches, like the Model U or the original Hasbro watch. So it's kind of interesting. But maybe there's a way to cause it. I'm not sure. If you guys ever get that, just leave a comment and I'll attempt it if you guys find it or anything. Now, another glitch that happens is with the Model 0, and when you use it enough, it starts to just make the on and off switch sound a little like, I don't know, the switch that you get when you turn the watch on. And it does that over and over again. And then it starts working when the switch is on off mode or try me mode, which is kind of weird. But you could use the watch just regularly and it just does anything really. If you spam the switch in that mode, I'm pretty sure it could do the Apple developers mode glitch, or it may just stop that glitch from happening and it will go back to normal, which is pretty interesting. All these glitches can be stopped if you just take out the batteries, but for the glitch with all the names and sound effects, you can simply just stop it by pressing the lever once on the side. Pretty interesting. Another glitch is actually with the Model U. If you take a metal, and it doesn't work with every metal, but if you try it, an example is like, pretty sure a Boda Bat works. You use a Boda Bat, it actually says Enma's like thing. It's not really it just announces the tribe. That works in all three Hasbro Model U's. And if you slide the metal in just above the watch clock hands, I think, it will, and then like slide it back out. You have to do it. I explained it in a video, which I will link in the description, but it's like, if you like slide it in enough, it will then take it out, and then like it'll just start playing some random summoning song and stuff. Kind of weird. That's actually how we figured out all the programmed yokai in the Model U, which is interesting. And if you could tell us who Raunyan is, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, we're missing one. That's embarrassing, but yeah, we are. So, moving away from the Model U, there's actually this one glitch that I actually haven't talked about on the channel at all. And it's with the Model 0. And it does this randomly. And it's going to be hard to explain, so I'll try to explain it. So, with the Model 0, you're trying to flip the switch a bunch of times to try to cause that one glitch where it says everything, or the Apple glitch, or whatever. But sometimes it just it stops working correctly, and it stops reading the metal, kind of like, but it's hard to explain because when you flip the lever on the side it works, but then while you're like holding down the switch and you put the metal in, it just stops. And sometimes when that happens, I'll be taking out the metal while holding the switch, and it actually like makes a weird buzzing sound, kind of. It's weird. I don't know how to describe that, but it's done it to me before a few times. It's interesting. Going back to that like Apple glitch as well, it was like, it randomly said that with that Ferdinand metal, which is interesting. I was flipping the switch a bunch, and it just said boy 1, cat 1, and then it was beeping, which is interesting. Very weird. And that's really all the glitches, I think. Oh, another glitch is like you put the metal in to the Model Zero. So you can put like any metal in and start flipping the switch a bunch, and it will just randomly switch to another yokai, which is weird. It'll say like for example, I'll use Yomotion Shogunyan's metal, and then it will just say enter fly eventually. Like it'll keep saying Shogunyan, and then it will just say enter fly, which is weird. It's done that with some other yokai, and it'll just say Directator. And I think it does that with All Nighta. And who else? Who else have I got? I think So Sorry, but I'm not sure. Pretty interesting. I don't know if those have anything to do with anything at all, or that's just a random glitch. It also does the thing where you flip it a bunch of times, the lever, and it just randomly cuts to the second, when you flip the bezel to the second number or whatever, it will just play that randomly while you're flipping the switch. And then it won't say the yokai's name, but whoever you have in there, it'll just say, if it has a phrase, it'll say its phrase. Like, come on, like, I was flipping the switch a bunch. Then it just automatically went to the second noise for the summoning song. And then it said, come on, like, come on, like, it kind of did that. Kind of weird. I never really thought too much about that one, but that one's there for sure. The Spanish Model Zero specifically got this like weird glitch, and it's like I don't really know how to cause that, but it'll just stop working and the light will just turn on the I actually got that the other day on the French one too, and the light will just start. It'll just turn on. And you can't turn it off unless you like open and close the batteries on the bottom. But it's kind of interesting. It just stays on as long as until the batteries run out, basically, which is interesting. I don't know how to cause that. That just happens, I guess. And I don't know if I can think of any other glitches that happen. If I can, then I'll let you guys know in another video, but that's really all the glitches for the Yokai Watch Model Zero, Model U, and the original watch, really, for Hasbro. You can also glitch the watch to have, like, the different pin codes on the back, which is interesting. Like, you could just put those little gem stickers on them, and it'll change the code for the yokai, which is fun. One thing that bothers me is in the Model Zero, they have that first generation watch sound where you put the metal in. But it doesn't need to have that, but I'm still confused on how to cause that to even play, because it can't be played unless you hear everything programmed into the watch, which is interesting. But yeah, that's really all. Thank you guys for listening in. If you have any suggestions, questions, comments, leave anything in the comment section. Subscribe to everyone that are in my channel features. And that's going to do it for this awkward Frost Shogunyan video, because I was trying to be quiet for some reason. I don't know why. Thank you for watching.